All right, let's move on to number 4. There must be tracking, measurement, and accountability. Huh. What do you have to say about that?
Well, to me, this is critical, and this is something that, and I mentioned it earlier. If you know your numbers, you know the lifetime value of your client. That's part of the tracking to know this, and so there should be uh, your ads should include trackability aspects in your ad. Trackability, is that a word? I just made it up.
It is now.
So there needs to be things in there. So a lot of times you'll see on TV ads, call this number or go to this website and put code nighttime or
Right.
whatever it may be in there, and they do that so they can track. Something else that you can do is, you can buy phone numbers that you can track pretty inexpensively.
Right.
And so we've run campaigns for clients where they called in a specific number so that it's when that call comes in, they know it came from that ad or that campaign.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of those programs will tell you how many calls came in. And what's really nice is some of them will tell you if 100 calls came in, 70 of them were answered.
Right.
30 of them didn't get answered.
Right.
Someone's dropping the ball. Okay. And that's important. The other thing, that reason why it's so important, Craig, is, and it goes back to our very first one, we don't have, small businesses and medium-sized businesses don't have a budget to waste a ton of money.
Right.
Okay. And so we need to know what's working so that or what's not working. If it's not working, let's do something different or possibly tweak it, or what have you. There's times when I've done webinars and I track every 5 minutes what the count of attendees are,
Mm,
and I go back and look, and if I see it minute 35, I had a big drop off. I'll go back to my presentation and see what I did at minute 35.
right.
Okay, that apparently turned them off. All right, and so again, you need to know that. I had a client in Florida a while back that was running an ad in a media that was starting to go bad. Okay. A lot of our clients had quit working for them. And I told him, I said, this hasn't worked for a lot of people. So we're going to keep a close eye on it. We're going to continue to track it. As long as it works and you're getting a return, we'll continue to do it.
Right.
But when it stops, we want to stop, because he was spending hundreds of dollars every month on it.
Right.
So we don't want to keep putting that money in. And a lot of people put something out there and they just let it run.
Right.
Okay. And if they're not tracking it, they're going to get burned. And I did this myself when I had a retail business. I put an ad on the back of a register tape of a very popular store in my area, a retail store, right? And man, we were getting those in like crazy. And I was like, wow. I mean, 20 a week, right? Yeah, I was excited. And then I said, I don't ever need to do anything else but this. Well, not so much. When I went and actually dug a little deeper, okay, my sale price was a loss leader type thing, get them to come in for $17. The average sale on those people that were using that coupon was under $18.
Yeah.
I was losing money.
Wow.
And what it turned out to be was I was just giving a discount to my customers.
Right.
They were aware of it. So when they were due to come in, they would go over there and do their shopping and get the coupon and bring it to me.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I quit doing that when I realized what was going on. And part of learning my Dan Kennedy uh, uh, information helped me with that. I went and put that same ad in a different media, okay, and raised the price a little bit. My responses went way down, but my average spend went up over $100 per response.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So, but if I wasn't tracking numbers, I would not have known that. I could have wasted a lot of money for a long time.
Right. Wow. What gets measured gets improved. So that's
Yep.
powerful.
Yeah, and there's a lot of ways that you can track, and I've had fun with it at times. Like at Thanksgiving, we would run something and tell people, hey, give us a call and say turkey. When you call and say turkey, we're going to give you this special discount when you come in.
Right.
Well, people were doing that. Some of them were they would call up and go, gobble, gobble, gobble. And there's nothing wrong with having fun in your business,
Right.
right? And letting your customers have some fun. Around Christmas time, we did something and say, if you call and say ho ho ho, we're going to give you this.
Right.
And people were calling up saying ho ho ho.
Right.
And
That's
so we knew when they did that, it was coming off of that ad,
right.
and that's what we wanted.
That's great. That's great.